Welcome to 2023, everybody. Beyond the BS podcast, we're back at the OG studio here, ready to go, ready to have a good time. Like I said, it's 2023, first episode of 2023, and I'm excited. I'm excited to get the ball rolling and just absolutely demolish it. Okay, because that's what we're here to do. We're here to have a good time and get back on the grind. Back home from Christmas break, back home from Mexico, our little trip. We unfortunately did not do the family episode. That's my mistake. It was a busy break, busy situation, busy vacation, and everything. Some other things that happened, so it just didn't line up. It just didn't work. So we're gonna figure that out for a future date. Okay, we're gonna get it done at some point. But for now, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, because you get to enjoy me. That's what we've got. So hopefully that's good enough for you. That's my hope. Um, but yeah, it's the new year, everybody. We talked about it a little bit in my last episode. It's been 2 weeks since my last episode because I wasn't able to do one last week. So I'm happy to be back. I'm really happy to be back in the normal studio, good to go. As you guys can see, if you're watching, the Christmas decorations are still up. I haven't taken them down yet because I haven't had time, and I don't know when I'm gonna have time for that. So we'll see. We'll see. Get that done, or it'll be Christmas year round. Who knows? Who knows? We'll figure it out. I'm gonna be honest. Since this is the first episode of 2023, I wanted to make it good. I wanted to make it an absolute, just amazing episode. Come out strong, ready to go, ready to just absolutely kill it. So I actually have a very good layout of notes here. Okay, probably the best I've had since I started this podcast. So we'll see how far they take me because I don't know. I mean, I feel like I did pretty good, but we'll find out soon enough. Um, I thought there's one other thing I was going to say before we jumped into stuff. I don't know. Platforms, like always, you guys know if you're watching on YouTube, thank you very much. We love you all. If you're listening, Apple Podcast, Amazon Music, and Spotify. So if you're listening on one of those platforms, love you guys as well. Those are all the platforms we're on. Thank you. Thank you all for supporting. It has slowed down a bit with everything I've been doing, obviously. I haven't been pushing stuff out as much as I was when I first started this. So we're going to get back on that. We're going to get back on it. We're going to zone in, and we're just going to have a good time because that's what we're here for. So we're going to get back on that. Like I said in the last episode, I really want to get to where I can do, like, film an episode and have a clip for every day of the week leading up until the next episode. So you guys will have a piece of content every single day, including the episode throughout the week or whatever. So that's the plan. We're gonna try and make that happen. But yeah, I don't know. Like, how's your guys' New Year's been so far, right? Like, how has 2023 started for you? Because it's been what's today's date? It's been about 2 weeks. Actually, it's been exactly 2 weeks as of today. Nope, I'm an idiot. No, it hasn't. It's been almost 2 weeks. Who knows what's going on in my head right now? It's been almost 2 weeks since 2023 has started, and I've got some good stories of stuff that's happened just in those first 2 weeks because it is what it is. Hopefully 2023 is going to be a little bit of a better year than 2022 or 2021 or 2020. We've really had a nice kind of like 3 year span of just absolute garbage. So, the hope is 2023 is going to be a little different. That's just me. That's just what I'm hoping for. So, we'll see what happens. You know, it's been interesting since I got back at the house. Obviously, I've been gone for like a month, so haven't been back at the house for a while. Good to be back with the boys, having a good time. Came home last night. I was hanging out with my girlfriend yesterday. That was very fun, good time. But come back to the house, I stopped by the grocery store. I got home at like 8:30 or something, so it's dark outside. And the first thing I see is just a group of random girls saran wrapping one of my roommate's cars. So, it's always a fun time here at the house. You never know what you're walking into. So I get home from the store and I saw some people standing in the driveway when I pulled up, and I was like, okay, maybe it's just some of the guys, whatever. I have no idea. But as I'm walking up with my with my hands full of groceries because they don't give you grocery bags anymore, so my hands full of groceries, dropping stuff all over the place. There's just a group of girls in our driveway, and I realized, wow, I actually don't know who these people are, but I also was just like, you know what? I also don't care enough to ask, so I was gonna just walk by. I was just gonna walk by and go in the house and not really care. But then they stopped me and they were like, "Oh my gosh, who are you? Who are you?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm AJ. Who are you?" And they were like, "Oh, I don't remember what their. I think her name was like Katie or something. No, that's her. I don't know. I don't know. But they're like, "Oh, don't tell Derek. We're just saran wrapping his car or whatever." I was like, "Okay, I'm just gonna go inside and make some food. That's what I'm gonna do." So, that was a good little thing to come home to last night. So, good times. What else has happened since I've been home? I don't know. I mean, we haven't really done a whole lot, just kind of been hanging out, getting back into the groove of things, getting back into work this weekend, so that's going to be lovely, getting back to work. Um, and yeah, that's where we're at. I don't think anything too crazy other than that has happened since I've been home. So yeah, that's where we're at. We're back. The boys are back on the Too Hot to Handle um just completely blanked the word I was going to say. We're back on the Too Hot to Handle train, we'll say. Okay? We've had a month off because we weren't together. We, had to wait for each other to watch it. So we're back on that. And it's fun. It's fun, Got to have that little bit of drama. So yeah, that's what's happened since I've been back at the house. One thing I wanted to talk about, a little story from the other day that we'll get into. When I was coming back to the house from Christmas break, I stopped hanging out with my girlfriend for a little bit. We went to the mall, great time, just hung out for a little bit. And then when we were at the mall, we decided to sit down on a bench and just talk for a little bit, whatever. We're sitting there, and what happens is these two children walk up and like stop in front of us and are trying to, I don't know, figure something out, talk about something. Now, these children looked like they're 5, but they're dressed like they're 25, okay? Now, it's hard to explain because it wasn't just I don't even know how to explain it. It I mean, it was kind of just breaking my brain in the moment because I'm looking at these two children and I'm like, "Wow, what is going on?" I have so many questions. First of all, did the child dress himself? Did these two kids dress themselves? Because first off, if so, let's give it up. Let's give them a round of applause, please, because you're dressed like you just came out of a fashion show and you're at the mall at 5 years old. So, first off, my first question, where are your parents? Because there's no way you're old enough to be walking around by yourself in the first place. Second question, like I just said, why are you dressed so good? Why are you dressed like you're about to be on the cover of Vogue? That's my question. I don't know. I don't know. So then we're kind of just watching because we're both just like what? We're both just like what is going on? And I mean, she's telling me she's like I don't really know if they're even children. They kind of just look like small people. I was like, what? There's no way. They're just small people. Okay, these children. I don't know. It was kind of just mind blowing in the moment. I'm like, man, this kid I don't even know. And then the third question I had though was if the child didn't dress himself, because this is what we were talking about while we're sitting there. If the child didn't dress themselves, then is it the parents that are like, okay, guess what, Timmy? You're not leaving the house until you look like a 2023 Vogue cover model. Do you understand? Okay, so go back to your room, take off your little shorts and stuff, and why don't you get dressed up and look like a real man? How about that? That's kind of what it seemed like. That's just me. I mean, because I mean, the kid. There was one in particular that was just really, like, really styled up. Okay, the kid's got chains on. He's got pullover, nice pants, nice like Jordans or something he's wearing. I'm like, whoa, wow. Like what? I don't understand. So that was an interesting thing I was going to talk about a little bit because you know I think as everybody knows at this point, kids these days, these new generations are kind of just they're out of control. They're crazy. You don't know if a 5-year-old is a 5-year-old or if they're 25 or if they're 15. It's it's all over the place. It's all over the map, so nobody really knows. So it's very interesting. It really is. Yeah. The other thing I was going to talk about, coming back from Mexico, so we'll just kind of divert off that story. I just wanted to mention that a little bit because I was really just confused in the moment. Like we're both just sitting there and we're like, what are we watching? What are we looking at? Like, yeah, I don't know. But well, so we'll 360 here. 360 here, go to a new direction. Coming back from Mexico. as you guys may know, the drinking age in Mexico is 18. So it's a little different in Mexico because you're obviously, more people are old enough to drink. I was able to drink whatever. My sister was able to drink whatever. Um, but then I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, like, because I think like almost every other country the drinking age is 18, so it's like, okay, whatever. But I'm sitting there while I'm in Mexico and I'm able to just walk up to the bar and get drinks and stuff, and I'm like, man, because we talked about this a little bit while we were there. We're like, what is wrong with America, right? Because sure, you may think, oh, 18-year-olds being able to drink, whatever. It's really not that bad. It's really not, okay? I just experienced it for a while. It's really not. It's, you know, it's fine. It's fine. Because my question with America is, how are we able, at 18 years old, to go fight in a war, but we're not able to buy alcohol? Where's the disconnect there? I don't understand. Now, I'm not 18, I'm 20, I'm about to be 21. So, I'm about to leave that stage of really wondering and not really caring anymore, but at the same time, it just doesn't make a lot of sense. It doesn't make a lot of sense because you're telling me I can go fight in a war and put my life on the line, but I can't buy alcohol. I can't buy myself a beer. Wow. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. I don't know. I mean, because when you're in Mexico, like I said, you're old enough to drink. You got a lot of people that are old enough to drink. So you're there, and really, it's just everybody's drinking. And I mean, it's a fun time, but I mean, it's not like there's any serious problems. So I don't know. I don't know. It's just a question I have. Let me know what you guys think because it's just interesting. It just doesn't make sense to me, America, right? I don't know. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. It is what it is. It is what it is, everybody. Like, you know, let's get this figured out. I don't know. I don't even know where I'm going anymore. I'm just rambling on about stuff. These lights, for some reason, are making me so tired right now. I don't know why. I mean, I was so ready for this episode, and now I'm just getting tired. What else did I have here? So I've got a lot of stories that I wrote down because there was just a lot of good stories so far in 2023 that I wanted to jump into. So maybe we'll jump into a couple of those and see what we got. First thing up, let's just jump right into this. Yeah, time is an illusion, right? Okay. Now, when you first hear that, you may think, AJ, wow, are you high? Like, I don't understand. Why is this thought even crossing your mind? Why are you trying to think about things that don't need to be thought about, right? Because that's kind of what I thought when I was reading this article about this whole situation. So apparently, there's a group of scientists or something like that, that say time is an illusion and we shouldn't care about it, okay? Now, sure, time is an illusion, obviously, okay? Time is something that we've created, right? It's not like, I don't know, it's not, it is something that we've created, so technically it's an illusion, right? But this article is about these scientists that say, time is an illusion. We don't need to follow it anymore. Like, why do we put so much weight on something like this? Maybe so we don't lose our minds, right? That's just what my thought process was okay. Sure, time may be an illusion, but maybe it's an illusion that's keeping everything stable, right? Because if we don't have time, like let's just imagine for a second. Let's just imagine you erase time from everybody's minds. Okay, let's just get a little crazy here. You take time out of everybody's minds. Nobody knows it exists. And this is already hurting my brain to even start to think about. So we'll see how this goes. But you just erase time from everybody's minds. Nobody knows it exists anymore. Okay? So it's like, where do you even begin now? Because it's like, okay, if we're not believing in time anymore, why, like, okay, I don't even know. I can't even talk about this. It's breaking my brain. If we're not believing in time anymore, why do I need to go to work, right? Why do I need to go to work? Why do I need to show up? My shift starts at 9. Actually, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Time isn't a thing anymore. So what is 9? My shift starts at the number 9? I don't know. I don't understand. Like, this is too much to think about right now. I don't know. I don't know. It's like, okay, like I said, your shift starts at 9, but nobody knows time is a thing anymore. So when do you tell somebody to be there? Oh, your shift starts when the sun is at this angle and you're here, you're looking like this, that's when you need to be at work. Sure, sure. I don't know. I have no idea. I literally just wrote time is an illusion because I didn't even want to dive deeper into the article or anything. I just wanted to let you guys know that there's scientists out there that think we need to just let go of our grasp on time and just let ourselves be free. So, yeah. I don't know, okay? And you know what? Talking about time and things that break your brain a little bit. Here's what we'll jump into because, you know, this is something that's starting 2023 off great with people just wanting to experience life. That's all it is. So apparently, National Park Services have added a no tongue contact thing to like their rules. They've added a no tongue contact policy with the Saharan desert toad. Okay, now when I saw this, I'm like, so you just got people going and picking up frogs and licking them. That's interesting, You do you. You do you. I'm not going to judge, That's all you. You want to go lick a frog? Hey, go lick a frog, man. That's your life. That's your decision, but I don't know. But then you dive a little deeper and you see that there's a reason that this toad is being licked, right? Okay? So the toad is being licked because where's this other part that I wrote on here? Because it has I guess it has like a hallucinogenic liquid, I guess, that you're licking off of it. I don't know. So people are getting high off toads. That's the point of the story. People are getting high off toads, and I don't even really know what to say. It's like, hey, are you just going through and my other question is, how are you finding these toads? How are you finding little tiny toads? Are you telling me you guys are on a road trip through a national park and you're like, hey, Dave, no way. Is that a Saharan desert toad right there? Is that a Saharan desert toad in the middle of the road? There's no way. Stop. Pull over, because I gotta lick this sucker. And let's get this party started, Dave. Am I right? Come on. Are you telling me that's how this is going? I just don't understand. Where are we going as a society when we're just picking up toads and just giving them a nice lick just to get a little high, okay? And I don't even know. They didn't really state how high you're getting from this, where it's taking you, if you're entering a spirit realm or what's going on. But it does say though, you could also die just from touching it. So, game of life. Let's do a little risk, huh? Let's play a little risk here, huh? 50-50. I either die or I get high, huh? Let's send it, am I right? That's what life is all about. Take the risks, live life. Yeah, that's it, right? I mean, that's it. 50-50, die or get high. I think that needs to be on a t-shirt. I don't know. That's just me. Let's get those printed right now. And get them ready for the podcast. Die or get high, baby. That's what we got. So yeah, people are licking toads, man. That's where society is. That's what we've come to, and that is where we're at. So congratulations, 2023 has arrived, and I can happily say I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be part of this society. I don't know. I don't know, man. I really don't. It's interesting stuff. Yeah. I don't know. That was just something I wanted to talk about there. Another little news story I had for you guys. I'm actually flying through this stuff a lot faster than I thought I would, which sucks because, like I said, I actually put time into this. And actually thought I was going to have a very good layout. But now I only have 2 more stories to dive into. I don't know. For some reason, I sat down to this podcast and now I'm getting tired. I don't know why. It's 2023, people. You can't be tired anymore. Am I right? You've got, all the motivational videos. You scroll through TikTok. It's like, are you tired? Get your bitch ass up. Because you're not tired anymore. Yeah. TikTok. That's what it is. I don't know. That's what it is anymore, man. That's what it is. It's like, you're tired? I could care less. get up and go crush life. Yeah, let's do it. I don't know, man. I don't know. I also saw another thing. This just popped into my head because I said TikTok. I saw, for like the fifth time in the last 2 years, a thing come across my phone saying that TikTok was getting banned in the U.S. I don't know. Is it going to actually happen this time? I mean, like I said, this is like the fifth time I've seen this. And I mean, my gosh. What are we doing? Are we doing it or are we not? Like, let's just make a decision here, people. If you don't want China hacking through TikTok, get rid of TikTok. But I'm gonna be honest, because we were talking about this with I was talking about this with some of the boys a couple days ago. I don't think it matters if you get rid of TikTok. Your information's getting stolen no matter where you are. If you're on any kind of social media or really just have a phone at all, you're free game. You're free game, honestly. That's where I'm at. But I don't know. I've got a couple more stories here. I don't know how far I am. I mean, I've been flying through this stuff. I don't think we're even too far in. That's what sucks, man. That's what sucks. So we're just gonna keep it rolling. We're just gonna keep it rolling a little longer because I want to get a little further in before I take a little break to make sure everything's going. Because I really think I'm gonna get up to check the time, and we're only gonna be like 10 minutes into this baby. So who knows? Who knows? I don't know. What's going on? Like, what's going on in your guys' life, huh? Like, let's think of things that are affecting people in the world just as a whole. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff, you know. I don't know. Anything else that's been going on in my life? I don't know. You know, I will say this, you know. I don't know if I want to say this actually. It's gonna. I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it, and we're just gonna talk about it a little bit. Okay. So, like I said earlier, I don't know if I want to say this. Okay. Ba da 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 da. You know what? We're gonna say it. If I decide to cut this later, I'll cut it later. If I don't, let's just talk, people. Let's just talk. Let's have a conversation, okay? I'm just talking with you guys right now. I'm talking with, you on the other side of the camera. So, you know, okay. Girlfriends, right? Some may have, some may not. But let me tell you something. Um, my girlfriend, shout out to her. I don't know if she watches this. Um, if you are watching right now, this is who you chose to be your boyfriend. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just kidding. She's amazing. She's awesome. She's the best. Okay, right? But what I want to talk about here is trying to like figure out gifts for her, right? Because it's her birthday next week. So I'm like, okay, her birthday next week, and then Valentine's Day is coming up. So I need to figure out now, just in case she does watch this, I can't actually give away any details of what's going on. But the struggle is real here, people, okay? Because I've got ideas. I've got things I want to do, right? Things that I want to go with. But I don't know. I mean, I'm slowly realizing as I'm talking about this, I can't give away any details just by the slight chance she does end up watching this. I don't think she does watch this, but by the slight chance, I can't give away any details. But the struggle's real. The struggle's real. If you got a girlfriend and you're trying to get a gift for her, it's insane. It's insane, man. Because like I said, she's awesome. She's amazing. I want to get her something good. I want to get her something great. I've got one thing for her right now, but I got to get something else because this one thing is I can't give away any details. I'm sorry. I dove into this entire subject and I can't even give away any details or anything like that. I don't know. Okay? I don't know. What else would we want to talk about on this topic? I don't know. I mean, there's something I would talk about, but it's going to be a little more serious. I don't know if I'm going to dive into any serious stuff on the first episode back and the first episode of 2023. Just, I don't know, maybe keep it just light and joking. I don't know. Dang. I don't know. This entire last 10 minutes has been very interesting. I don't really know. How I'm feeling about this episode so far. I'm completely losing my train of thought right now. Yeah, like I said, if you've got a girlfriend out there, gift shopping is just it's rough. It's hard. But you know what? I'm gonna figure it out. And it's gonna be great. And that's that, man. That's that. I don't know. I've got a couple more stories to jump in here, but I think we may take our break real quick, even though I don't know how long I've been going. I'm sorry. I wanted this episode to be so much better than I think it is right now, but we'll see. We'll see. It might be great. Let me jump off here. Let me take a little break real quick, make sure everything's going, see how long I've been going for. We'll jump back into a few more stories when I get back on here and see what else we got. So, quick break. Okay, we're back, everybody. We are back, and we are only 25 minutes in, so we've still got another half to go, which, I mean, I guess that's the point of taking the break midway through, but still, we're going to try and make a stretch. So, there was something. I am completely losing my train of thought this entire episode. There was something I was just going to talk about before I got into this story. I don't know. So we'll just jump into one of these other stories. So, porch pirates, man. Porch pirates. You know them. You hate them. You want to see more videos of those boxes exploding in their face that people set up, right? I mean, it's just, it's interesting. But here, recently, in the last week, there was a porch pirate caught on camera. And there was something a little different about him. He decided to wear women's underwear as a face mask to cover his face, okay? Now, when I see this, I'm like, okay, my man is down bad, man. He is not only so down bad, he's trying to steal people's packages, but he's also wearing women's underwear over his face to try and cover his identity. What's the matter? Like, let's talk, man. What is going on in your life to where you've made it to this point? What's going on? That's my question, because what stage in life do you get to where you are at your home or wherever you're at and you decide to put women's underwear over your face as a mask and go steal somebody's packages off their porch? I don't know. I don't really understand it. I just want to know where you got to be, man. Maybe he had licked some toads, man, and he was just high out of his mind. Maybe that's where he was. And then my question off of that is, how high do you need to get to throw women's underwear over your head and go steal packages? I don't know. These are all great questions. I would love to know. The article was very short. Didn't really give a lot of information. It just showed a picture of the guy with the underwear on his head on the security camera. And yeah. I mean, when you see something like this on your security camera, I have to think, like, you can't be... Okay, if I see something like this on my security camera, right? Are you going to be threatened at all? Like, if you have a Ring camera, and you're like, excuse me, sir, I'm watching you steal my package at the moment, and, I happen to notice you have some women's underwear strapped across your face. So, what's going on, pal? Do you need therapy? Do you need help? Because honestly, just come on in. Because I'm not scared you're gonna hurt me when you have women's underwear strapped across your face. Come on in, have some tea, man, and let's just talk. Let's just talk. That's what I would do personally. Because I mean, there's got to be something going on, man. There's got to be something going on there. I don't know. That's where I'm at. That is where I'm at. I don't know. It's interesting stuff what goes on in our world, you know. Licking toads and strapping women's underwear across your face and, you know, just people in general. It's interesting things. I have one more story. Now, this one is a good one. I've flown through this stuff, though. Like, I actually took so much time. I was researching everything, going through all this stuff, writing all these notes down, and still, I just fly through it. I have one more story. Don't know if I want to jump into it yet. I don't know. There's a few things I want to talk about, but I don't know if I want to talk about them as well, because certain things, I don't know. We'll just jump into this story. You know what? Screw it. We'll jump into this story, see how long it takes me. Probably won't take me very far, so we'll see what happens afterwards. But we're going to Florida, ladies and gentlemen, in this story here, where everything goes down, you know. You can literally put into Google Florida man and your birthday, and people find stories, right? Florida is like, I don't even know. Florida is like if you just wanted to... Okay. Florida is like if you were in GTA. If you're in GTA 5 in real life, you're in Florida. That's what it is, honestly. So, here's what happened. Florida couple calls 911. We're just gonna start right there. Florida couple calls 911. Okay. Okay, so what's going on here? When I first read that, I was like, oh, okay. Calling 911. Something crazy is going to happen. Somebody tries to break in their house and something stupid happens, or I don't know, something like that. But what happens is Florida couple calls 911 to ask deputies for help moving items from a house they were burglar. Bur, wait. I, I, burg, burglarizing? Is that burglarizing? I wrote burglarizing. So it's burglarizing. That's right. That's right. Burglarizing. I don't know. I wrote burglarizing on here. That's definitely not right. But let's get back on track here. Sorry. I don't know if I said that right. If I did, I'm sorry. Whatever. So they broke into somebody's house. They're stealing a bunch of stuff, and they decide to call 911 to get help moving it all. Wow. 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 Like how I just don't get it. Like if you're okay, first of all, you might be in a toxic relationship if you guys are breaking into houses together and stealing stuff. That's just my point of view. I don't know. Maybe it's true love. Maybe it's toxic. I don't know. It's kind of up in the air. I don't know. Up in the air, very much so. But how do you get to the point where you're like, hey, babe, there's a lot of stuff here. I mean, there's a lot of stuff here. We got a TV, we got a couch. I don't think we can get all this stuff by ourselves. So you want to call. Yeah, just call 911 and have them see if they can send somebody over here to help us because we got a lot of stuff. Like we maybe get a moving company on the phone. I don't know. Like we got a lot of stuff we got to move. I don't know. It's what? Where where was your thought process there, right? Because the article was super short again. It didn't really say what happened. I'm guessing, they I would like to hear the 911 call is what I want to hear because let's say you're calling 911. Yes, hello, 911. I, me and my husband just broke into somebody's house. We're stealing a bunch of stuff, but we've just noticed we don't think we're going to be able to get all this by ourselves. Is there any way you could send somebody to, 9848, Oakwood Drive? That's where we're at right now. Could you send somebody there, just to help us move some stuff? Would that be possible? Ma'am, are you telling me, did you just commit to a crime and ask for the police to help you with that crime? I, I, we're gonna send some deputies to your location. I don't know if they're gonna help move your stuff, but they're gonna be there. We're gonna figure the situation out. I just don't understand. It's like, oh my gosh, it is just, I don't know. I don't know. It's yeah. Do I suggest breaking into houses? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Doesn't seem like a healthy activity. Definitely doesn't seem like a smart activity. But, maybe if you do it though, here's my tip to you. If you do it, now don't go break into anybody's house. But if you do, don't call 911 on yourself. That's just my tip. You're welcome. Yeah, those are my stories I had. Those were kind of like some current event type things. Um, yeah. So now those are my notes. So let's just have a conversation. Let's just have a good time here, huh? Like I said, this is the first episode of 2023, and you know what? We might go on a little rant here real quick because even though I'm feeling kind of tired right now for some reason, I don't know why. I'm feeling tired right now. I don't know. I don't know. Might go on a little rant here for a second because we need it. I need to talk to you guys. It's 2023 now, and I'm just ready to absolutely kill it. Because this is what I'm gonna say to you guys. This is gonna be, this is gonna be a little motivational section here. This is gonna be a little motivational section, and yeah, let's do it. So 2023, everybody. First off, you know, it depends on how fired up I'm gonna get here, but if you don't want to hear any, man, I am like getting so tired for some reason underneath these lights and stuff. I don't know why. Every time I blink, I just wanna go to sleep. What? Whoa. My mic is my mic is super delayed all of a sudden. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so technical difficulties at the moment. Okay. I'm gonna figure this out, and then we're gonna pick back up where we are, and we're gonna jump into some motivational stuff. So another quick break here. Okay, we're back. I have absolutely no idea what just happened. Played around with that for a little bit, got it back. Yeah, no idea what happened, but we're back, and let's get motivational for a second, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to channel all the energy that I have left in my body right now, and we're gonna kill this. Okay? Now, 2023. Also, if you are watching this and you don't want to hear any cussing or anything or any stuff like that, feel free to skip the next few seconds or few minutes because we're gonna get a little what's the word? Passionate. We're gonna get a little passionate here for a second, okay? So moment for you to skip now. Here we go. 2023, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to absolutely fucking destroy it. Let's go. That's what I'm saying, right? 2023 it's the year. It's the year. I'm ready to go. I hope you guys are ready to go because I mean, it is what it is. And like if you're dealing with anything going into 2023, you're dealing with, anxiety, depression, just anything like that that's bringing it down. Trust me, I've been there. I've dealt with stuff. I'm still dealing with stuff. But let me tell you something, okay? Keep your head up. Keep grinding. Find what you want to do and do it, right? Because I'm in a weird situation myself. I have a few choices on the table with where I want to go, with what I'm going to do, and everything. And at the end of the day, ignore your problems and make a podcast. That's my advice. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Or am I? I don't know. I mean, that's kind of what I'm doing with my life. So, who knows, right? But in seriousness, find what makes you happy and go for it, man. Just go for it, do it, no matter what anybody says. Live your life and fuck the haters, man. Like, I'm sorry if you don't want to hear any cussing right now, because I know I got people that, don't like that stuff, but we're going to get real for a second. We're going to get serious. Like, live your life. You got to find what makes you happy. I've talked about this on one podcast before, but just do you. Do you. Whoever you are, if you're watching right now, and you're dealing with, like I said, depression, anxiety, anything like that, just do you. Figure out what is going to pull you out of those situations, right? Pull you out of those feelings. Because what I've learned is, you can find, it's difficult. It's difficult because you can find things that you love and you're passionate about. Like, I love this podcast. I'm passionate about it and just absolutely love doing it, right? And it brings me happiness. It's helped me through a lot of things, and I just absolutely love it, right? But at the same time, you're still gonna feel those feelings. You're still gonna feel that stuff, uh, and just hard things like that. Like, you're still gonna feel it. Like, you still might wake up in the morning and you're like, okay, like for me, okay, oh, I wake up this morning, it's like, oh, okay, it's podcast day. Yeah, I get to film, whatever. But then your mind's also gonna try and just be like, well, yeah, maybe just go lay in bed and not do anything and just forget about it, right? But no, you can't let yourself do that. You gotta force yourself through it, right? You gotta force yourself through that wall and just really force yourself to do it because you know it's gonna make you happy. And that's where I think it gets tough because you got to find what makes you happy is the first step. Find what is really gonna make you happy and what you want to do because you have to make those changes. You really do. You have to make those changes. That's what I think is the first step. So if you're watching this, that's what I say is the first step. Find what really makes you happy. Don't listen to what anybody else says. Do you. Do you. It's that simple. Second, once you find that thing that you love, you're happy, you're passionate about it, and you want to do it every single day of your life, then you start to take those steps to build that up, work on it every single day, push towards it, and like I said, no matter how you're feeling, because you're still going to feel those feelings, even though you're passionate about it, you love it, you want to do it, you're still going to feel those feelings and have things dragging you down. I don't think, I mean, yeah, I think it could go away, but I mean, it might be there, forever. Who knows? So you got to try and figure out what is gonna. I don't know. We got super serious, so I'm sorry, but I think this could. I also like doing these serious segments as well because I think it could help a lot of people if they are listening. Um, so what was I saying? Um, I think you've really okay. So then because you're still gonna feel those feelings. You're still gonna feel those feelings. They might be there forever. Who knows? But so you've just got to find those things that give you those moments of freedom from those feelings. And there's a few things I have now that give me those moments of freedom and allow me to feel like me. And that's what you got to do. You got to find what's gonna allow you to feel like you. And that's all it is. So that's my advice to you guys if you're going through anything like that. And uh, you're kind of worried about 2023 because it's New Year for a lot of people is scary. It's scary stuff. You don't know where you're going, what you're doing, what your next move is, what your next step's gonna be. Um, so that's my advice. Is just find what makes you happy, go for it, and just do you. That's all it's got to be. Like you can't. Nobody's gonna judge you. Like who cares? Even if people do judge you, right? Like I've had people judge me for this podcast. I've had, you know, obviously there's a lot of people that have supported me, and I love all you guys that support me. Love everybody that watches. Love the whole thing. But obviously I've had people judge me for the podcast and stuff like that, and other social media stuff I've done, and it's like yeah, you get one life. You get one life. You get one shot. Um, so why not do what you want to do? Why not do what's gonna make you happy and what you want to do? So that's my advice. That's my advice to everybody out there who's watching this and need to hear that. So that's for you guys. Hope that helps somebody out there, um, and hopefully, maybe gets some more people more excited for the new year and get you ready for this new fresh start. You can put anything from 2022 behind you or any previous year behind you, and just have a good time. Just be you, because that's it. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that little little rant there. Um, hope that helps some people out there. Hopefully it did. Yeah, this has been. I think this is episode 12. Yeah, episode 12 of Beyond the BS, ladies and gentlemen. And I am just. I'm excited for 2023 because I really, really love this podcast. I really think it can go somewhere, and I really want to take it somewhere. Like I really want to make it happen. So I'm really gonna try to make it happen. Like I got a few things in my life right now. I've really cut certain things out of my life, um, and made choices to really focus on the things that are important to me. So there's really three things that are important to me right now. Just focusing on those things, and that's all it is, man. And this podcast is one of them. So, you know, that's what it is. I'm excited for the future of this podcast. Excited to keep it going, and hopefully you guys are excited to keep watching. Because I hope if you're watching the podcast, if you make it this far, especially, I hope you guys love this stuff. Because I love making it. I love giving you guys content, but I want to make content that you guys are gonna love and that you guys are gonna get something out of. So we're also gonna do more Q&As and stuff like that because I want to get you guys more involved. And I also just want to hear any suggestions you guys have or anything you have for me and stuff like that. It's just a good time. Want to have a good time. Want to have fun. And want to just create a space where people can come to laugh, have a good time, and maybe get some advice and stuff like from those last segments. I don't know. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for episode 12, guys. I hope it's gone long enough. I think it has from this thing. Maybe it has. But I think that's going to do it for episode 12. Thank you all so much for listening and supporting. You all mean so much to me. Even if I get one viewer a week, like I've said before, that one viewer means a lot to me. So thank you guys so much for listening, watching, supporting. You're all amazing. I hope you all have an absolutely amazing week. And yeah, it's been Beyond the BS, episode 12. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.